I am so fucking tired of defending M. Night Shyamalan. You know, The Sixth Sense came out and everybody goes, brilliant. And then Unbreakable comes out and everybody goes, it sucks. And I go, you're wrong. It's his best fucking movie yet. And then Signs come out and everybody goes, oh, blah, aliens in water, blah, stupid, blah. And I go, fuck you, it's genius. And then The Village came out and it sucked. And then Lady in the Water came out and it really sucked. And now we have The Happening. Eesh. I hate to hop on any bandwagon, but it's now becoming unavoidable that, yes, Shyamalan's films are suffering from a massive level of unchecked ego, or at least seem to be. I mean, I don't know the guy, and maybe it's something else, but from my street-level perspective, his recent duds, and to be fair, his successes as well, bear the unmistakable hallmarks of a writer-director who's simply too in love with his own prose and too sure of his own genius. The thing is, a certain amount of self-assuredness is what makes his good movies work, too. Signs, Unbreakable, and Sixth Sense all play out like someone who considers himself to have a startlingly unique insight into story and genre, delivering his treatises on ghost, superhero, and alien movies, respectively. This is one of those double-edged swords, though, and it breaks down once he got in monster movies, and it turns out he didn't have anything to say. And then there's this fairy tale movie, which only pretends to be a genre essay, but instead just finds Knight casting himself as a misunderstood writer whose work will change the world and whose critics deserve to be gobbled up by monsters. I mean, holy shit. What the hell kind of balls does it take to pull that shit? That's not even enough to posit that the guy could use a more involved producer. That's evidence he could use an intervention. The Happening finds M. Night back in genre essay mode again. This time it's apocalypse movies. Someone, or something, has released a neurotoxin gas into the air that causes people to commit suicide. Mark Wahlberg, John Leguizamo, and Zooey Deschanel, and others, are our heroes, caught up in the mad dash to fleet Ground Zero on the northeast, and head for the outlying regions where the effect hasn't... no, never mind all that. It's about a neurotoxin gas that makes you kill yourself. That's a fucking awesome idea. That's probably the best new idea for a big-scale horror movie since Night of the Living Dead. A device that frees you to create scenes of mass panic, quiet dread, and best of all, as many insanely elaborate death scenes as your effects team can squeeze into 90 minutes. Can you imagine what George Romero would have done with a premise this wicked? Wes Craven, John Carpenter, Takeshi Miike, Argento, even fucking Fulci? The mind reels, and for about 10 minutes there, M. Night actually seems to grasp what he's got on his hands this time, as a wave after wave of people blow their brains out, slash their throats, toss themselves off buildings, and you'll see. It's virtuoso filmmaking. It's the best reminder in years as to why moviegoers fell in love with this guy in the first place. But then, once he's done barely nudging himself into an R rating, he drops back into his more comfortable shtick. One-room chamber dramas about strained relationships set against the backdrop of a genre film. It's like a slap to the face. Even before the characters find the Shyamalan-mandated small space to cower and reconcile deep issues in, you realize that he really is just going to do the same damn thing all over again, and the air goes out of the movie. Since we've already done a spoiler alert, I've got no problem telling you what's actually going on. Revealed at about midway through the movie, it's the plants. Yes, the plants. It seems the plants have finally gotten sick of global warming and all our other shit, and the suicide gas is their warning shot that we'd better act right. It's a head-slappingly dopey premise, but no more so than any other eco-horror movie, and it's certainly not enough to doom the whole enterprise. What is enough, however, is the fact that Shyamalan refuses to have as much fun with the concept as he could. So instead of anything truly bizarre or menacing, we mostly get ominous shots of wind-blown trees, which are supposed to stand in for the shark theme from Jaws. At one point, he even attempts to stage a scary scene where the principal characters try to outrun the breeze. Knight, you're a great writer. You're one hell of a director. Nobody worth taking seriously is going to dispute that. But no one could make that not stupid. No one. There's about one half of a good movie here. The guy can block the crap out of a shot, and he knows suspense beats top to tails. And it's fun watching Mr. Classy Pants here indulge what one can only assume he considers to be some pretty extreme gore. But too much of the film is just bogged down in the director's tired shtick. Would you be surprised if I told you that the film includes scenes of characters trying to distract hysterical people from their fears with whispery banter? You wouldn't? Huh. People cowering in sparse rooms to wait out a largely unseen evil? Huh. Heavy-handed moralizing? Oh, yeah, about that. At one point, he actually manages to fill the background with a sign advertising a planned community, which sunnily declares, "You deserve this." Yeah, no. When you get right down to it, though, it's not a bad movie, just not a very good one. It's easily Shyamalan's best work since Signs, but it doesn't do anything to change the prognosis that the guy needs some kind of drastic realignment, or he's in real danger of becoming a cautionary tale. So what next? Amazingly, he's apparently still set to make a feature based on Avatar, a Nickelodeon action cartoon about elemental-powered martial artists on an epic fantasy quest. In other words, exactly the kind of thematic 180, he's needed since The Village. What a twist.